we functional? Are we good? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I don't know what happened. I'm guessing that there's something wrong. Well, okay. If I had to bet, and I am a betting man, I would say that it has something to do with the really bad weather we're experiencing in the Philippines right now. Kind of going through a tropical depression, you know. So this this has a tendency to happen. But for the time being, we are here. We are live, and yo boy. Okay, I didn't forget to unmute. Oh, okay. I almost forgot. How does the audio sound, guys? Because I actually adjusted my mic today. I tried to put it in a position where it is no longer hitting the monitor, my tablet, or my PC case. So I'm hoping I'm coming across kind of clear now, at least compared to before. Well, before I guess was pretty clear. I hope I'm coming across clear despite my changes. Okay. Hi, good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? I just explained what happened, but OBS was dropping a lot of frames. I was about 30% frame drop already, so I know that that's not good for the stream, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not streaming anything high impact right now. It would suck for, you to lose such interesting information such as what I've eaten today and what's on my very scattered mind right now. But right now, the plan is to do a bit anatomy study. So it's like I've done sculpting on stream fairly regularly, honestly. I've sculpted models. I've sculpted a lot of. Well, I've sculpted models. I've sculpted other VTubers, and in my off time, I've sculpted things like long Furbies and Labubus because I just love to make cursed objects. But I think I'm gonna try to take this a little bit more seriously because very recently I've also started trying to draw in 2D a little bit more. But I find that while I've been doing the 2D studies, a lot of my 3D knowledge came in, and it kind of told me how much I was lacking in my 3D knowledge. There's a lot I still need to work on. Okay, there. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Well, hopefully. Oops. Come on. Why won't you apply? Alright. Fine. Apply. Hang on. This is a little bit annoying. Why can't I talk with you? Give me a moment. Issue with my tablet. Behave now that I fixed it like this. Okay, and no. Nope, I've made it worse. Okay, there we go. Apply. So we're going to be sculpting, and I will be using you guys can't see it, but I do have a reference for this. I will be using, if you guys know about it, Morpho's Simplified Forms as a bit of a guide to what I'm doing right now. So what today's goal is, I will be trying to sculpt heads. I will try to move at least down to the torso. And if we're able to, I will start working on upper limbs and really stretching it. If we have a lot of time, I will be trying to do hands. The thing about sculpting hands is, if you've heard a lot of people complain about doing hands in general in art, I can tell you that one of the bigger problems with doing hands in 3D art is they tend to if you're sculpting them, they can be a bit tricky. They have a tendency to clump up where they shouldn't, or at least that's my experience from it. And that happens when you try to add a lot more detail to it, when you try to add more topology to it. Sorry, because what ends up happening is the program fills in the gaps between the fingers because it doesn't know that you're supposed to have gaps between the fingers. only you know that you're supposed to have gaps between the fingers. And that makes it a lot more difficult to properly sculpt, you know. Here, yeah, it's kind of what Morphos. The chin starts like halfway through. Here. Pronounce this. Yeah, because what is here is, for example, they try to split the head into like two different important planes, which is going to be the back of the skull, the side, or like the plane on the front where you put all your facial features. And you have to remember that that plane isn't exactly flat. You have to have a bit of a curvature to it because your eyes are sitting in front-ish, but they're also to the side. And the mouth also moves towards the side, which you can't forget. Okay? Okay. Yeah, we're basically just like getting the form of the skull down. And as you can tell, very different from what I've done previously, is I'm trying not to jump directly into the, oh, let's add more topology to it. Because if I do that, we're going to get more detail, but we're also going to slow down the processing a bit. And we want to have a good base form first for whatever it is we're doing. So we shouldn't rush it, which is something that I'm trying to learn how to do. So we kind of have the shape of like the skull here, the head here. You can see the plane of the face. Oh, sorry, the plane of the face isn't like completely straight either. And I'm just smoothing it out a little bit so that I can get a nicer, flatter surface. In a bit, it should kind of like this. Yeah, there should be like a curvature to the front of it. And I think that's fine. I think like at this I think at this point we can start adding a bit of detail to it. So I didn't I don't think I've ever clarified on certain like functions here in Blender of what they do. But for example, the reason I don't use things like Dino Topo is because I don't know, I'm just not really used to it. Dino Topo is supposed to add more topology while you're working. But okay, as another thing that I'm going to do here, we have a very thin head. It's fine. I think that's fine. Let's practice. What we're gonna do here also is we're going to add ourselves a sorry, not Control A. We're gonna add ourselves a cylinder here. Cylinder is going to be our neck. Uh-oh. Oops. Oops. I am currently experiencing issues with my monitor. I don't know. You probably can't tell, but yeah. So my monitor's been flickering in and out. So this is going to be our neck. Twin bear head. So let's zooming in a little bit on our head. Let's see if we can add just a little bit, just a little facial. For this, I will. Oh, why did it select both the cube and? Oops. No, sorry. I'm experiencing some issues with my monitor. It keeps flickering, and that's kind of bad because this is the one where I am looking right now. Fortunately, I am using a tablet that does not disconnect when the display is gone, so I'm pretty sure that it is an issue with the monitor. A little bit more. Yeah, a little. if I have time and if I have time and I still have a little bit energy, if we do finish like certain parts of this, I would. Sorry, why did I pop out? I'd very much like to go back to making cursed artwork because I very much enjoyed. So like on this one, what they also do is they put the features over here. Let's do clay strips, and then subtractive. So we're putting a groove for the eyes, and then a little bit down because if you look at the eyes area, it's eye area also like down to the cheekbones. There's a bit of a droop there, so you will have that space there. Kind of looks like Squidward actually. Okay, wait, hang on. I think I might have. I think the position is kind of okay, but maybe I should move the eyes a little bit. Okay, I think that's better. I move the eyes just a little bit lower here, like halfway down to just a bit of an estimate. But it does look like I will need to add a bit of topology. Sorry, that's a bit of a big jump. Okay, so I'm using clay strips right now to remove material, and we'll end up having that eye socket area should be over there. Yeah. If you look at it from the side, yeah. Remember that the eyes are not gonna be so deep in, so if you see that the sockets are super sunken in, you've already kind of gone a bit far. A little bit. There we go. I think that's better. And then we have to start blocking out other shapes. For example, I can put maybe something for the nose over here. The nose. Right, okay, sorry. I guess I should have put maybe the ears. No. Darn it. Okay, so this thing is not really working. Oh no. It's like that's kind of where the ears would sit. Kind of. Again, we're doing very basic blocking right now, so it's okay if it's not in perfect position. You're about to put this on. Cute. We have that. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I need to apply scale. Because when you shrink something, I think in object mode, you have to also remember to apply scale to it. Otherwise, your transformations will end up a bit wonky. This here kind of doesn't sit directly sideways to your head. There is a bit of a forward tilt to it, but it's very much at the side of your head. Again, I don't know why you would be taking art advice from me at this point because I'm still very much a beginner, but that's kind of what I understand. Another thing, by the way, if you actually, if you do add topology and then you have to start tweaking larger details, it becomes a bit more difficult because you will have to move a lot more polygons just to get it where you need it to go. I do feel that I dropped the jawline a bit much. The head is very, very smooth. That's fine. Another thing that I will play a little bit. It's like, you know, the head actually has like if you look at it, there's actually like a line, a plane from the top of the brow going down the cheekbones to the chin to the top of the ear. I draw that like over here. Oops. That, but yeah, annotate. Why did that not work? Okay, so you would need to here. Huh? I guess it just does not want to draw, huh? All right, that's fine. But yeah, so what some people would do is they would try to, for example, try to carve a bit of that here, as you can see. Try to make some sort of path. Like, yeah, if you like look at the face, there are those sorts of planes over there. Let's see. Yeah. Like that. I think it would also help if I took more material down the middle. Because, whoops, sorry, I was using the wrong brush. What ends up happening, because if you look at your face, there is like a cut-ish of the brow area going down the nose. Like, it's not as deep in the middle as it is for the eyes. It looks like, I was about to say, kind of looks a little like the new Lex Luthor from the movies. By the way, I'm really excited to watch that. So I was thinking of watching the superhero movies, the Superman movie this weekend, but then I remembered that the Fantastic Four movie is actually next week. And if it's next week, I could go for a double feature maybe. But like next week is gonna be hectic for me because there is going to be that whole thing that I talked about, that move. And it's a bit, how do I say this? It's gonna be a bit hectic. Not just like in terms of resources, but like time is a resource, but like, you know what I mean? When like the amount of money that I'm gonna have to spend to watch 2 movies at once. Which, yeah, I can technically afford. I can technically afford it. No, I wouldn't have any issues with it. It's just when you are doing something like moving out, you would kind of want to, as much as possible, have as much available funds. I don't think it'll break my bank in any way, but you know, I think it is a good idea to be safe. Oh, why is it subtracting? Uh-oh. Oops, I think it's because I should do this one. There you go. I'm gonna give him a nice big nose. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's actually kind of what I'm going for here. And maybe emphasize the cheekbones a little bit. A bit much, but you know, we are going for a little bit of exaggeration here so that I can try to learn some of the anatomy here. But yeah. Again, I feel that you probably should not copy what I'm doing because I am increasing the resolution fairly quickly and without getting a lot of the forms down. Like, for example, I have not even gotten down the mouth. And the mouth is honestly very important. It's what I'm using right now on streaming. So let's see. You have to put like because the way the mouth is, it does protrude slightly. Oh, okay. So another mistake that I've been making is I have not been checking what it looks like from the side. It doesn't look awful, except for like the mouth area. I think I made that protrude a bit much. There. And like if we're talking the position, I think that this position is okay. Let's put a bit of a crease here. There you go. Not awful. So that, for me, one of the hardest things I've had about like sculpting the mouth is that it's a very detailed area. It's very small, and you can fuck it up very easily. So let's look at this here. Yeah, see? Let's zoom in a bit closer when we try to sculpt this part. This part, I could try to... let's... Oh wait, that's crease. Sorry, we're drawing sharp now. Oh, okay. Another problem. See, there you go. I have to increase the resolution here to get some of the detail I want down on the lips. And it's a bit worrisome to do that because, again, you don't want to have a super high res mesh. This is just for like the sake of trying to get certain parts of the anatomy down. Right now, I'm gonna try to use a draw brush instead of a draw sharp brush, so I can emphasize certain parts of it. And again, I don't think it's turning out so good. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to smooth it out a little bit to try and fix it, quote unquote. But I think that a better fix would be to like not mess it up this bad to begin with. But we'll see. Again, I am still just studying. So I'm trying to like learn also. If I look, for example, at the guidebook, there has to be a more significant cut down here. Oh, sorry. There. We're kinda gonna get... Okay. Okay, this is crease sharp, sorry. Kind of drawing a bit of a separation between the chin and the lip here. And it, I mean, it kind of did it, but it does need a little bit of teeth in the corner, which is a lot of when you're doing this kind of thing. A lot of detail adding is just slightly corners. Yet, by the way, careful with the smooth, because like the thing about smoothing is, what smoothing will do is it will try to put... They'll try to put the faces on the plane like on the same plane, if that makes sense. Like if you're trying to smooth it, they'll try to make it so that they're all together. And there, I think I feel like it's a bit creepy when it's smiling. The big problem is we are reaching the point where I am doing... No, let's undo that. Let's undo that. It's too many polygons at once. I think that'll make it harder to build up other features. Let's say that I want to sharpen the crease here, or if I want to sharpen it here. Well, this is kind of just a guide because the eyes are gonna come in and they are gonna cover those spots. Let's... I don't think this nose turned out so bad actually. I think it's okay. I kind of like the way that it's shaped. I will just have to try to not destroy that shape when I go in. I like the shape of the... sorry. Kind of like the shape of the... How about I... try to... Yeah, there you go. Looks a little eerie without nose hole. That's a bit better. The here. Let's try to put some eyes in. And no. Eye. Oh, what? Oh, what? Come on. I'm not wholly used to this setup, but you know. Is I think the positioning of the eye. Oh, okay, I see. A bit. It's a bit low. Hang on. A bit low. Oh, and so. How do I fix this? Of course, by. Oh, maybe I should actually. Cute. And then I will add a bit more material. Okay, I definitely need to work on this. It's like, yeah, as I stated earlier, my knowledge of anatomy definitely needs a bit of work. I need to cut out around it. But I do think that. Oh, God, okay. That does not look great. Let's. I think. Then. I do think that. Sorry, let me. I think that this is a much better position. Like, equal lens distance from the nose and sides. I think this is. Yeah, I think that does. That means I should probably like head a bit better around that. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry, my bad. Because of the way I select, it's trying. Oh, something else. Yeah, I think I need to like in the brow a little, because the brow does protrude somewhat. Face. I need to also add. Eyelids have to exist there, like somewhere like this. I think that would be better. And it is very scary. Hardly. That's fine. Again, we are doing this mostly as practice. Still. Like there is so much to like learn, regardless of like how long I've been doing this. 'Cause I have been doing Blender for so long, but I haven't really put the proper like time and energy into really studying anatomy. I've kind of just been, oh, go away, shift keys. Kind of just been winging it for the most part, and I don't think that that'll do for like a lot of the projects that I have planned. So yeah, here we are. We're studying harder now. What am I? I'm going to need to start to draw sharply to try to. 'Cause yeah, the nose goes up here, the ridge of the brow, and the eyes have a bit of a sep. Oops. I should probably look at it from the other angle as well. Then, the. Wow, you look horrifying, sir. Alright. Okay. Good. Whoop. Stop it. Okay. Sorry, key. What's that again? Sticky keys are very. There are a lot of artists I see are like really good at doing like stylized anatomy, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I do really want to be able to do that in the future. So, like that's kind of why I'm doing a lot of studies here for the that again the actual anatomy, because that is kind of where it all starts. You have to at least understand the basics of anatomy. Alright. I should not look this round on an actual human. So I'm going to give him a bit more eyelid. And that was not a bit more eyelid. Yeah, I will need to build. That kind of like emphasizes that the head is like the eyes are kind of too forward on this. It's like they're jutting out far beyond the cheeks. Got it. That's not great. Okay, so whoops, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Think him back. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them that far out. Oops, sorry, almost to the eye. Yeah, that's better, see? When the eyes are not so far. But we do need to start getting a bit of like thickness to the eyelid, because otherwise what's happening, we kind of have these like flat things on it. It doesn't look that great. Yeah, see, once we start actually building the eyelid a little bit, it gets better. See, it starts to actually look like an eyelid. It's a little thin, but it's there. Look at it from the front. Yeah, see? Definitely has a... That's definitely an eyeball. And that's a properly proportioned eyeball. I want to make the eye a little bit... with. There you go. That's not terrible. Then I'd like to work a little bit more on this. Yeah, that's a little bit on the nose already looks fairly decent, in my opinion. But let's add a bit more. A bit not so bad. But wait, let's actually look at it from a different angle. I'm only looking from the front. That's another thing. When you are doing something in 3D, it is a good idea to look at it from all angles. Otherwise, you could be screwing yourself over without realizing it. I'm gonna want to add a bit more volume. He looks very gaunt, a little bit. You know, this is just kind of like a practice, and I am basing it on some slightly gaunt-looking faces on the morpho. There you go. Like the lips are a bit difficult because of how sharply they terminate. Also, that bottom lip is not great, but you know, I do not half bad. The lips definitely need a lot of work. The lips need some tuning. Gotta remember to keep it on the plane of the face. They shouldn't really like stick out at the sides. You can't really see what I'm doing. I'm moving my hands around to like demonstrate what I'm trying to say. But like yeah, you can't have them jut out of the facial plane. They curve along with the face. I kind of like the shape. I want to extend it a bit, have it slope down a bit, and then push the top of the nose bridge back just to emphasize the brow area, the brow and like the eye area. That yeah. So that's kind of what I'm going for. That's kind of the look that I'm going for here. Yeah, there is always going to be like a little bit of depth. Maybe the nostril back a little. Sorry. The mouth is fine where it sits, but yeah, it is gonna look a little bit. I will play a bit with the inflate brush though. Pump the lips up a little, like this area. Get a bit more volume in that mouth area. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's not so bad. This isn't turning out so terribly because I am just kind of like using Morpho as a bit of a guide. Emphasize the. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. That's not bad. Definitely not bad. Okay. I think that's fine, at least to start with. I did just want to like get some basic form down. Like that's definitely a basic form. If there ever was one. So let's try to see what else. So let's try to move on to like the next part of the body. Oh wait, I didn't do the ear. Oops, how could I forget the ears? Okay, so another thing that I kind of struggle with are ears. Let's think a lot here about the shapes, which this is actually a very useful book. This is simplified forms. It is in simplified form. It's very useful for breaking it down. If you ever want to like try to do that, you could. I don't want to add a little. Oops, sorry. And want to add a little bit more. Area. Like this entire area kind of needs a bit of. Okay. Okay. There you go. Now we're going to shift focus to the ears. Oops. Sorry. Was I on the ears? Okay, I was. Oh, is it not me? Oh, what? Okay, there. So, the ears are tricky because of the way they're I like for the ears. Okay, again, for the ears, they're not precisely lying flat on the side, but they have a bit of that forward-facing part of them. So what I want to do here is I want to try to get that shape. There's a bit of a not cavity, sorry, just a crease in the back of the ear as it hangs down. Sometimes your lobes are connected, sometimes they aren't. For this one, I will just do lobes connected. I do think that this is an okay blocking to begin with. And when we've gotten the general shape out, okay, over here, we're going to start to reduce. We're gonna start to increase the topology of it. Now, the thing about this one, the ear has a very definite, has like a bunch of small shapes to it. Sorry. So if I want, I will have to, for example, carve. To get like the big shape of it, I have to carve so that there is that big C shape on the outside. Not used to this. Big C shape on the outside. There you go. And then after that, you have to think of there being like a Y shape inside it. So what does that Y shape look like? Well, let me actually reduce it a bit more, because the C shape is going to be the main shape of your ear. That's your main form, right? That's the main that's mainly how it will follow. That's the main outer perimeter of your ear. So you have that C shape. Now the next part is there's going to be kind of a Y shape on the inside. That you have to because of how deeply I pushed everything, it's a bit difficult to do that, which is my mistake. But yeah, you have the Y shape here. A bit more. But yeah, so like that sort of Y shape, it's very nestled into the inside. So if you kind of wanna, we will need to get a bit more resolution to like really get into it. Oops. Like here, you need to cut this down. Oh, but if you cut that down. Another thing about like adding a bit more texture to it is it also kind of realigns some of the normals, because what I'm doing is really messy. So you really don't want to copy my example here. But yeah, have that Y shape I'm drawing right now. Maybe it's better if I try to differentiate it by drawing sharp instead. Yeah, okay, I can see why that would be a bit. So I'm just trying to oops. There you go. The ear kinda looks like this. There's definitely a more refined way of presenting it. This guy looks like his ear has an issue, but this is basically what we're trying to do. Hang on, there you go. Oh, okay, wait. I'm understanding now that I need to curve this side a bit hard. Okay. Ah, I getcha. Alright, I see it. Okay. Okay, I see. There. I'm using the crease to like really emphasize differences in where things are. Oof. Okay, hang on. That's a bit of a big. It's like it shouldn't be that big. It should be present, but it shouldn't be that big. So let's say I inflate this a bit. Oh, this is so messy, but TBH, a lot of people say that what you really only need are like clay strips and stuff, and you can definitely do so much with clay strips and draw sharp. Those are, if you're pretty good at this, if you're pretty used to this, those really will be all the tools you'll need. But if you are like me, or still like really learning, it is a good idea to learn as many of the brushes as possible. It's not horrible. Okay. This is supposed to be just a quick anatomy study, by the way. I'm not supposed to be dwelling way too much on this. I'm just trying to like get the basic forms. And yeah, okay, I guess I got the basic form. Yeah, see, it's not a horrible ear. You can tell that it's supposed to be an ear. So, alright. The face is a little off-putting, but you know, it's because it has no hair. And if we're being honest, the details are a bit wonky. Especially like in the lips area. Looks like it's snarling it. Kinda wanna read parts of the mouth, if we're being honest. I can actually. Let's I think that that's actually a lot better. I think that that's way better. Now it's pixel cutting out. Okay, I think that that's okay. I think we can move on to like the next part. Sorry. It is a little bit off-putting, but yeah. We can move on to the next part, which is going to This part, honestly, this isn't so difficult. Let me try to apply all transforms first, and just jump into end mode. Or add a bit subdivision surface. Thanks to like the texture we added to it, it did not turn all weird. Okay, so I think that I don't know, the proportions of this one feel a bit weird. I feel like let me look at my because like it kind of does make sense that the eyes, the head is kind of shaped, but it just feels off. I think the eyes need to be a little bit. Sorry, and I'm making. I will read. It's. I don't know if it's just the head is all a bit. Like yeah, I don't think the head's that weird. Like I think well at least proportion to itself, it's kind of half it all. I think I also do need. Mission tax. Yeah. Okay, wait. The eyes can. Yeah. Okay, actually, looks. This looks okay. It doesn't look half bad. Okay, I think that the proportions in that one are better. Yeah, it does not look as stretched or as wonky. There we go. Okay. So let's try to work on the neck and the torso. So for the torso, I have several options for how I can go about the torso. I could try adding a torso via a box, which is probably like the most common and most ways to do it. But I also need to think about like the positioning. Torso is not when you're standing straight. Your torso is not necessary. Your torso is there's a bit of a curve in it because of your spine. Your rib cage is not exactly upright. It's tilted a little backwards. I'm not 100% sure if I'm explaining that right, but yeah, your torso is not fully straight. There's an S bend to it from your upper to your. So for the upper torso, I think it's a good idea for me to start with a box. I can try to. Oopsies. And try it. Object. I was. That's a bit tall. Hang on. I kind of want to get the proportions right. Let's try to get it like maybe twice the size of the head for the upper torso. Actually, let me look at my. I need to study my. Yeah. It is like the. It's about 1.5. Yeah, like going to the hips, it's about 2. I think I can for this torso. I think it's fine for me. Oh, fine for me to not. Ah, no. What the? Oh shit! What happened? Yeah, I think that is an okay size for the torso. Lower because. Tilt this a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, just a bit of a tilt for a bit. And I'm gonna connect the neck to it in a bit. I also think that it's a bit thick, so change the. Let's do the global transforms thing. Change it. Local. Act. Okay. So. Fine. Oh, I almost did it. Okay, and then shoulder length. It has a line. Yeah, it's gonna be shoulder. That's fine. I'm kind of waiting. I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I'll try to. Of course, got that. Hang on. Yeah, I don't think I need the control. Nope, not trying to middle click. Fine. There you go. Yep. Okay. Oh no, don't. I pressed R. Yeah. Okay. So we kind of have a bit of an Eggman. Well, not like the Sonic Eggman. You know, a bit of an egg person. So we'll be working with that as our. Sorry, so. And my phone's been slowing down a lot. I have. Power stuff. That's pretty nice. Oh, so one of the things it's been messaging, typhoon warning. Well, already typhoon. More of the orange rainfall warning. Right, I keep forgetting. I should apply all transform. Then I know. Oh. The shoulders, because I'm gonna make this a male, so I'm gonna try to give him a taper. Did I forget to apply stuff to the neck? Hang on. Sorry. Did I? No. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to apply. It's thing just did not click properly. That's a little but yeah. Okay. So we're trying to get a bit more. Oh, it apparently locked onto the other one. Trying to get a bit of the proper. When we're talking like the male portion, do I add a bit of? I could add some of the upper limb right now. Actually, yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea for me to add some of the upper. Let me just stretch this out a little bit more. Object mode. Shift. I do need to fix like the commands of this thing because it is just not playing nice. Sorry. Not you. Why? Why a little bit. Then add a minor modifier. Add the cube. Okay. That's going to be our torso and our shoulders. We're going to try to get a bit of the form down here. So I think I will stop after I finish this torso, and then I'm gonna jump onto another project. A bit of a, cause like I said, I want to like just do a bit of an anatomy study, and then I want to go back to making objects. Then control. Oops. Apply, sorry. Apply it. Here. Uh-oh. Oopsies. Again, I made a mistake. Should probably set the origin object. Okay. Again, the tablet's just not clicking. Alright. Back to sculpt. You have it. I don't think that the shoulder should be that. The way that is. The traps are over here. Again, this is simplified form, so I actually think that this was a bit of a mistake because I kind of want to have a bit more, a more refined guide to like muscle structure. I think this is fine. I think that we're just studying, so it's okay if we're not super specific. Matter the traps are a bit smaller, the clavicle is a bit. We'll work on that. So let's start with paint strips. Paint strips, like, very easy. You know what muscles we're talking about here. For example, the pectorals. Pectorals are over here. The pectorals actually stretch into the shoulders. That's your front delts. And then you have your front delts here. They attach to the upper part of your pecs. And then have your side delts here. Side head. Sorry. And your rear delts back here. And then you can't forget you have your traps over here. Trapezius muscles also like composed of several muscles. Your upper traps over here, those are very easy. Yep. I'm kind of just very like roughly sketching in where some of the muscles are. So probably should like find a better way to study these. But these are very basic muscle groups, like the larger muscle groups. So let's say I want to show that he has a spine here. I would cut down to show you that's kind of where the spine is. And then I would emphasize that further by, not over there. By drawing the muscles over here. Again, a lot of the muscles are connected to each other. Don't forget that. That's why when you exercise certain parts of your body, you can train several muscle groups at once. Some muscles are larger than others, of course. If we want like a bit of emphasis here, what we need to actually clarify is the clavicle area, because that's the one that people see a lot. It's actually bone, that's not muscle. Your clavicle. That's what everyone sees, like going down to your ribcage area. So let's kind of do that. It circles like the neck area. It leads to your shoulders actually. So yeah, got that going for you over there. And your pecs are kind of on top of it in a sense. Like if I put more muscle area. Again, like I'm just very much roughly sketching in muscle groups. So don't take this as a comprehensive guide of anything. Trying to learn the viewing from the side. Yeah, your chin will unless like your muscles are super well developed, you're probably gonna not really let out as. I also think that the clavicle here, clavicle here is a bit sharp. Again, they have to extend a little bit. I do feel also like I kind of made it way too wide. Like, for his support, shoulders are a bit far from the. I'll move it a bit. I think that they're better version. Yeah, I think that's better. I do feel like I kind of screwed a little bit on the muscle definition. Like, there is a distinction between where his pecs and his shoulders should. Because like, even though these are connected together, they're they are connected together, but you can definitely see where one starts and one begins a bit. Like, let's say this. Yeah, alright. Like that one, kind of. And isn't at all how the chest is. Just has a bit of a wider top area, because that is where the kind of opens up a little. And then for the back muscle, the muscles are. The thing is, if I wanted to make a wider person, but he like looks muscular, this is where I would go, because the traps are where the lats, sorry, are where the wings are, not the traps, sorry. That is where the wings start. So there is a distinction here. For example, I did that. I would have to go like that. Yeah, there. It's not that sharp. Well, it's kind of sharp, but it's not super sharp like that. There is definitely. You can flex your lats out. There. Yeah, that like this sort of body shape is what a lot of like bodybuilders really like too, because they spread their wings, so to speak. The back a little bit. Even if you have like very well structured your delts, you're not really going to jut compared to like if you have massive side delts, for example. That. Yeah, I think that they also need to move. Yeah, like that ish. Have a bit of arms. Of course, you can have your ab muscles over here. There's also like definitely more muscles. You got your obliques over here at the side. But everybody knows like the muscles down here. Those are the ones that like all the bodybuilders are going for. Because a lot of people actually don't like to build up their oblique muscles because they're like, oh, it messes with the V taper. But like obliques are where you get a lot of your power for your twists. So, you know, if you're going for form, fine, I get it. But if you're like going for strength, you should definitely work your oblique. I think I'll also like increase the size of his lower pecs a little bit. Like, yeah, that is where his fat would also go. They are still like boobs. So yeah, very very rough idea of like a lot of muscles. Like anatomy is something that a lot of people are like, oh, you really have to know your ab. I think you just need to have like a rough approximation of like, well, not really, sorry, rough approximation. You don't need to know every single muscle, every single bone to be able to like draw or well, but it does help to like understand at least their form. Like here, you can see, okay, this is where certain parts of the body start. This is where certain parts of the body end. For this one, I think I need to push the shoulders out a little bit more. yeah, I actually think this is not terrible. I don't know if the head is too. I actually think the head's okay. I think it's fine. It just looks very big when it's like. It's not even like half. It's only like half a sub. Which I actually do think is a bit too. But that's also because I haven't put any yet, so. But yeah. I think it might be a good idea for me to connect to. Because like if I do that and start to up certain things, like for example, you see how here, here, the neck is connected surprisingly to the head and the torso, but like yeah, okay. I think that this is okay for a very rough study. It only took me like an hour to get this much, and I think that's a huge improvement from what I used to do. Because, well, I guess I got a little bit too caught up in the details. But when I'm telling myself, no, you have to do this, you have to at least build out and block out the forms, even if you're just study, I think it's a pretty decent improvement. I will work a bit more on this. But yeah, my hope actually is to like, by improving my sculpting skills, which I'm very used to already, I can increase my understanding of how to try to apply it into a space, because I have a lot of projects that I do want to do 2D. See, it looks a lot better in this view. Orthogonal. I think that that's where I'm going to end it, this particular project. I think I will try to get something to drink and then shoot. Whoops. Okay, I think I deleted another file by accident. But that's fine. If it was all practice, it's probably just a practice file. So I'm gonna get some water, and I will be right back. But I think I will open up the next file that I want on. I will do this one. I think that it is sufficiently horrifying enough to work on this one right now, and I don't think I'm too far from fair. There's a lot that needs. So I'll be right back. Okay, okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so we're kind of gonna have to work on this one because I need to. Shoot. Okay, hold on. Take care of this. But I guess the problem for me is gonna be a bit weird. Guess it's yeah. Okay. Oh fuck. What I might end up doing for this one is I might end up making the hair a little by first converting it to a mesh. However, it is gonna be a little bit temperamental. Gonna have to do. We'll do a little bit more because if like doesn't not too difficult and it's like whatever to tweak later on. I think yeah, I don't need to go too hard on the opinion. I think I could do this. Yeah, just a little bit of magic. Oh, I don't like how that end up. Oh no, sorry, not that one. No, no, not the entire head. Shoot. Okay. Oops. Okay. The tips need to move. Already looks so cursed, but that's kind of dumb. It's supposed to look pretty cursed. Over here. I also think that it's kind of like fine that it's a little bald in the back. I think that kind of complements my style more. A bit half-assed, but a bit higher effort than it has any right. I think that's fun. So like if earlier was anatomy practice because I needed to learn how to actually structure a body and not think about details too much. Right now, what we're doing here with the long Furby is we're trying to cut loose because cutting loose is also incredibly important. And part of making art is making kind of shitty art. And I have to admit, this is kind of horrible look. So her hair. Yeah, it looks like the cornucopia. It's kind of like another thing about this is like how do you adapt another character that into a Furby? Like genuinely, what qualities of that character do you keep in order to make it known that this character is a Furby, but it is this character? No, I do think that that's something that I also need to learn because I do intend to make multiple of this creature. And who's sorry, my friend groups are kind of. No, my friend groups are okay. It's more of like they have stuff that they. I have stuff. But yeah. Speaking of stuff that I want to do, I really want to go back to bouldering again. But as I've said before, with the whole moving thing, I have to like consider things. I also was supposed to go bouldering on Saturday, but then it stormed really, really hard, and I decided maybe it's not a good idea to drive in that sort of weather because I did get stuck in traffic before. Uh, Not very pleasant traffic. I think actually drawing sharp would, and that's a bit too. I need to add like the texture here to it. So that has to be very deliberate. Can't just go will. Why am I doing that? Why is it only? Oh I don't need to because it's mirrored. My bad. But yeah, because of to be a bit of decision making that I am very bad at. I can't just be very willing. I could, but I don't think it would look at. And it's also like, yeah, this is a Furby of a friend, but at the same time, it's like you have to have a bit of artistic direction when you're. Go. I'll find a way to make it look a little more like hair. No. If you're worried about whether or not a Furby will look like it has proper hair. But there probably are people who are concerned with like how true to life this Furby is. I'll be honest, I haven't even really seen like a Furby for sale until like very recently. And they were on sale, like they were on discounted price and everything. Very tempted to get one just for the sensation of it. But it's like my memories of Furby are from when I was visiting my relatives in America for a wedding or something. Can't remember. Or was it a math competition? Can't remember. But we were visiting my relatives, and oh, I don't like the way that looks. They had Furbies. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Furbies are not like exclusive to America, but like that was the first place that I ever saw Furby. Oh, all right. I have to make her. Also, her collar has like a bit more stuff to it that I will add that detail. Don't you guys worry. Don't you big Furbus fans worry. Speaking of Furbus, if anyone's ever watched like Masked Rider, Furbus is horrifying. But well, okay, I don't know how many people would have watched Masked Rider because one, it's a very I wouldn't call it obscure. It's a very strange adaptation of a tokusatsu, which was Kamen Rider Black, I think, or was it Black or Black RX. But they gave it the Mighty Morphin Power Range, and it was weird. They added the whole strange animal assistant sort of thing, except it wasn't an animal, it was Furbus, and Furbus is terrible. Okay, so anyway, sorry. I keep getting distracted because I do need to put something on in the background. Otherwise, I will go insane because I am just listening to pure nothingness. Because Blender doesn't have its own jam, even if everybody else does. Let's go. Okay. Why doesn't some Jamie P? I have been digging Jamie P so much. If you guys have not listened to Jamie P, you should. What I can put on in the background to distract my brain from the white. Let's do some Butcher Van. Can't listen to my music. Okay. Sorry. I'm Hey, remember to stretch, everybody. Okay, so what I want to make next is like that hat on her head. It kind of looks like a leaf. And let's see what I can do here. I'm done. That is fine. Oops, sorry. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. I want to add because I need to split this. XV. The reason I do this is so I can add a mirror modifier. And I'm trying to figure out like the best way to do. I think I will try to do this. Nope, sorry. Oops. Kinda the shape it is. How about do I want to do a cloth simulation for this one? I could do that. I haven't really done a cloth simulation. Sorry. Chaotic work of art. I love my life. So what if I do that? And then I add a cloth modifier. let's go to the physics tab. Sorry. I've actually never done this before. So let's see what I can do with this collision. Actually, maybe I can open up a YouTube tab for this. Right, okay, I should probably add more faces. Add a perhaps. Honestly, though, I should probably put like yeah, I should put. It needs to be soft. Let's lower this stuff back. No, artist. also seems like a terrible idea. Okay. That did not work. Maybe I am better off just not. Yeah, I feel like alright. Gonna have to make that. How about can I kind of like a jester's hat sort of, right? Yeah, but very this is kind of how I imagine. Like, not this. I kind of imagine it's no. Kind of how I. Actually, I don't fully understand the hat, but I think example, I would. I want it by this. Okay. I know what I. Kind of that kind of shit. To be a bit very. I think it's a more reasonable shape, I'd say. About okay, I don't cloth settings, and I'm not doing cloth right now. I will need to learn. Oh, I will need to learn a few more things. not simulation one. Work on that. How about the background? Monochromatic. How about what about okay, I'll listen. I kinda like the new Dan ending. The new Dan is pretty good, but I'm saying that as somebody who's been like following the show already. A little wild. Kinda okay, but I kinda want like that. That. I did not even hit play. Okay, hang on. There you go. Damn. And I guess this one I can cloth sim a little bit. Let's so press it. Yeah, that's not so bad. Okay. There you go. There you go. Like, it is a good idea to add a little bit of form before you like really do too much with subdivision surface. Otherwise, you are gonna end up in a situation where tweaking it will be a bit harder. Remember, if you are trying to like, it's probably good practice to a bit much. It is good practice to tweak it big first before trying to tweak it on a smaller scale. Because while it is tempting to like tweak it on a smaller scale, like trying to get a lot of surfaces onto something before you start working on it, the problem with that approach is you can very quickly have a situation where in order to get your things to the general position that you want it to be, you have to move a lot of vertices, and that's a bit heavier on your GPU or whatever. So yeah, good practice is not following what I do and following what I say, basically. And I think that oops, sorry, I should probably apply this one. Yeah, it wasn't applied in the order. Yeah, I'll apply it first. Sculpt mode, I'm just... Oops, sorry, I probably do. It's okay if it flattens. Things are very much... Also, I'm using my mouse right now because I was struggling with a tablet. I do need to my tablet settings because that is kind of messed my workflow a little bit, and I do at all. Also, I will try to put like that star thing. I really should just have a playlist up too enough. Oops, why is that open? Whoops, sorry. I'm kind of sad because it's very cute artwork, but I'm kind of just. I need to make Furby's feet. Give me a moment. I need a reference. Furby. Wow, those are ugly. Okay. Those are ugly, but this song is amazing. This is Dyad by Jamie Page. You guys can't hear it, but it's. What if I. Oh, sorry, not. So, if you guys don't know what Furby feet look like, they look terrible. Why is that doing that? God, this song is so. Furby looks like he has really dirty feet, actually. That's cool. Alright, so how it works is bigger inner, smaller as you get. Gotcha. Let's do local. Uh-oh. Whoops, that's a mistake. Whoops. I got stuck in my throat. Huh. Baby. I kind of lost track of my toes. Uh, bit too sorry. Yes. Well, ouch. Kind of. Like relative. Relative so long for baby to chew. Alright, I will multiply the color and then put it there. Yeah, so she has those around her. Also make alright, there. A little bit. Yeah, alright, that's a good Furby foot. It just take me like another hour to, well, not really. A bit of a quick break, and I did ramble, but speaking of rambling, God, okay, where was I? I'm really excited to watch the new Superman and the Fantastic Four movies. I don't know. I'm trying to squeeze everything into the budget that I have. Like, can you do budget? Because that team was more expensive than two fun, but it's also not really as much my style as it is. So, yeah. Oh, alright. So we're back. Oh, Kasane Teto, I love you so much. Alright. Let's move. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, I like the song. If you haven't heard Minimum Rage yet, you should. Oh. Right. Got a Rayman thing going on. I should probably give her. And then I will add another fire here. How do I give Furby clothes? I'm gonna give it the ribbon at least. I think the ribbon would be good. Can I give it the corset? Hang on, let me. What I kind of want to do though is I kind of want to style the hair. So how about, what if I object convert to mesh? Okay, you gotta realize something. This isn't perfect, but perfect is the enemy of good. So, could this be better? Yes. Am I still gonna keep making it better? Yes. Is it perfect? No. Hell no. But it's pretty good for what it is. And we're gonna hit you with the. Oh, what the heck? That and then. Oh shit, okay. Freaking a little bit. Maybe I should have joined all the hair groups. But you know, fuck it, all in. I have to like put a little. This. Fuck, okay. sorry. Okay. How about we try that again? And I already missed it. Hang on. Oops. I did not put that there. What the fuck happened here? Uh, again. A bit. It will look a little disheveled. Don't worry about that. That's kind of the look I am. Pathetic looking, but it's going to be fine. Once I start like reading it, trying to get a bit. I don't have to rely too much on one. All right. Oh, looks better. Hair is not. Looks way better. Trust me. All right. So I kind of did. Ooh, I the ring. Baby. Hang on. I should send this to my friend. Pretty sure it's still alive. Oh, by the way, I've been thinking of the horse girl game because, like, God, Bakushin hits the Kamen Rider pose, and she's all about speed. That's totally me if I was a horse with a big forehead. That's me, that's Speed Freak. Now I have to make like a 6 star with a widen this. Okay, bye. I need to slide this down. Just a okay. It's always like my favorite part when it comes to modeling. It's the question of how do I do it? I think I figured out one way to what way too many. Uh Why do I keep forgetting like the command? I know that there's a select. Tools. Oh, sorry. X. Wrong. XF. And I messed that up some. Honestly, this is the best part. Like figuring out how to make it. Always a lot of fun. But that's from a modeling perspective. If we're talking things like animation, I can totally see why something give you aneurysm. Because I'm pretty sure it would give. Sorry. Yeah, I know. This one can kind of. What? Oh. I want to call it simple adler. I do feel like I'm getting close to what I want to add. Like, I don't think I will, like food. I will model. you know what? Let's push it a bit harder. Let's see how much detail I can get on this without it having any terms. Okay. But I think I'll cut it for now because I do have a lot of. Let's see. Tomorrow, I think I'll stream Resident Evil. What time it'll be around this time? Because I do intend to go boxing maybe tomorrow. Or if are failing that, I will. No, I can't do boxing. I have to do a preparation for it. Boxing on Tuesday. Alright. I really should have reserved it earlier today, but I forgot. I am going to exercise tomorrow, boxing on Tuesday. Wednesday, again, I'll have a late. But, okay, so on Monday, what will I stream? Resident Evil. Okay, I'll try to finish Resident Evil tomorrow. On Tuesday, I will try to stream either Earth Defense Force or Helldivers. Wednesday, I'll try to put some Wilds Wednesday in there if we can. Thursday, probably gonna be busy. I don't know what time it'll be if I do stream. Friday, very late stream because I will have to do some errands. But after that, I will disappear. I will go on hiatus from anytime, like anytime within the next final week, because of as I've said before, I will be out to a new place. Yay! And then after that, my streams will be a lot more infrequent for a bit, and then I'll stabilize and then where I go there. I have a lot of big ideas for what I want to do. I'm able to, and I have a lot of things that are lined up already in the pipeline to try and show you guys that I'm pretty excited for. But that will still take a while. So with that, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me, watching me study anatomy, and watching me do something kinda cursed-ish. But we'll see how far we'll be able to push it next time. Okay. I really do love reading, and I do want to branch out into going. And I like that being able to work on one kind of helps me out a little more transfer. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Sorry, my is all over the place. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, okay? Good night. Stay safe. Stay dry.